Hello. I am having a play with the spiralizer. So there's one recipe, well, actually there's several recipes on there I want to try, and I have tried a few now. So, but I thought I'd go through how the spiralizer works and try something at the same time. Right? So let's just make sure this is all looking pretty good. Let's get some more light on. It's a bit better. All right, so with the spiralizer, you absolutely have to have a cutter first. So if you don't have a Thermomix cutter and you want a spiralizer, get in touch. We can do a demo. It is a host reward. I think it costs you $19 when a guest buys at your Thermomix demo and $150, I think, roughly something like that, if they don't buy. So it's still a great discount for you. It's a great opportunity for you to learn. Bring it all along. You can have a look and see what you can make with it. So you need a Thermomix cutter. Now the Thermomix cutter, this is really important because we do need this for the spiralizer, has a drive shaft. Drive shaft sits over your blades. It sits really snugly one way, like that. This way, it's wobbly, okay? So I'm going to put it back on the snug way and just sit it there. We also need the catcher basket. Great thing about this is I can make something in here, do my slicing, do my chopping, do my grating, do my spiralizing, and I've still got a clean bowl underneath, all right? We also need, this is the cutter blade, but we don't need that today. And we don't need the cutter pusher. Got those. We do need this. All right. Now, spiralizer. The spiralizer has a different pusher, and I don't know if you can see that. Let me get that up high. See, it's got spiky things in it, so that you can actually put your vegetable onto there and help push it through. And it has two blades as well. It's a little bit different, and it's taken me a little bit just to work it out, but I have got it sorted out now, I think, although I haven't used this one before. No, okay. All right, so we have blade one. This is what I'm going to use today, and this creates ribbons. Already set up in here, I have blade two because that's the zoodle one, and I used that last night. To change the blades, you need to pull this out like that. So I literally just had my thumb on this, pushed it out. Then there are two little bits here that two little bits here at the side that you squeeze. And if I squeeze those, I can pull this apart. Okay, so there I've got my green blade, which is my zoodle blade, and it needs to be this way up. So this way up, because that's where the spikes are. That's what's going to make the zoodle. So really, it's basically, if you have the number facing upwards, you're okay. So I'm going to put my black blade in now. Okay. This little thing here, oh, it's a bit hard to see everything, isn't it? This little thing here, it actually goes onto the drive shaft, and that's what, and it then turns this around. It's all black, so it's very hard to show, but by doing that, it's actually moving this. All right. Now I have to put this section back on, and that is just a push. So I'm just going to clip it in. There we are. You hear that click? You need to hear the click. And then it goes back into here. Now, these bits here have to align with the hole here. So I'll show you this when I've got this on, but that's how you know that this is uppermost, this bit. So that bit just goes down, that sits on your drive shaft. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you have a look, hold on. So the drive shaft will just fit nicely into there, and it's just gonna, and it will turn this, which in turn is turning my blades, okay? So drive shaft back on, basket blade. This now needs to clip into here, which you just did then. All right. And now what I need to do is make sure that I align this, as I said, up with the larger hole in here. So that little spindle needs to go into the hole in the middle here. So I try and line that up first. And then I look through the lid And it's a bit hard to see because it's all black. I will do it again afterwards with the green one so you can see. But you can at least see that the blade there is lined up inside there. If it's not lined up inside there, it's just not going to work. Okay, so pop that down on there. Now, what I want to try, because I think this is a bit exciting, is, let me just check my settings a second. I'll go start cooking so I can come back to it. Settings, display. Yeah, I'm on the lowest, so I can't do any better than that. Sorry, guys. All right, preheat my oven to 180. I've actually got some bread in there, which is cooking, the 5C bread, which is cooking at 200. So I'll just let the oven cool down when that's finished a little bit. Then line a baking tray with baking paper. I'm only doing one of these. However, and I've just got a rose gold tray with the liner, the silicone liner. Okay, so that's ready to go. Insert the Thermomix cutter shaft and the thick cut blade, which is the black one. Done that. Place the cutter lid into position so you can see that's up there. All right. Secure one potato. The other thing I forgot to mention is that you have to make sure when you're using the cutter or the spiralizer that your vegetable fits in that big section. All right, and I have checked that. So that's going in there. And I've just got the pusher thing on top. Okay. Next, insert the pusher. I just need to check that that the basket doesn't overfill, but I know this should be okay. I'm only doing one. Right. Not quite sure why that is stuck there. Interesting. I know why it was stuck. Okay, because this with the spiralizer, it pushes out around in the bowl, and this was just stuck. Put it down here. I don't want to break it up too much. This was just stuck directly under the potato. So now I've removed that, I'd be interested to see if I can do some more. There's some more. Pop that back on here. So I'm learning as well as you. Let's just see if it will go again now I've removed that. No, I'm wrong. That's not the reason it won't go. Let me, oops, pull this out. Ah, that's because the potato was a bit too big. I thought it was the right size. So there we go. Just this little bit. Can you see it was catching on that bit there? So I will get rid of that. And I'll pull that bit out. And I will pop that back in there. And I will line it up. All right. Potato in there, fitting a little bit better this time. Told you it's a learning process. Let's have a look at this now. Where do you want to go? Why won't you go, potato? Let's try again. Just going to take another bit off. Interesting, because it's actually let's have a look. Okay, it's too big, so that's really interesting. It's got to fit. It's not just the shaft. It's actually got to fit through that gap there. So I do need to take a bit more off each side. Let me just see how that goes. That That I think should be okay. So can you see I've put it on there, and let's give it a go and see. Opening up, pop that down, get it level, pressure on, try again. Whoops, try again. That was obviously it. So really interesting learning curve for me and for you. It needs to fit. It's not just good enough to fit in there, fit down that hole. Fit down that hole. Oh, I've got the pusher on there. Okay. If you have a look, that hole, I can probably show you through the green. It's a little bit different size. So let me just pull this up now. Oh yeah, beautiful. So what I want to do now is thread it onto a skewer. My skewer gone. This is one of the mix shop skewers. Look at that. And then I'm going to pull it out like this. On potatoes, I've got some more of these skewers. I'm going to, and what I can do, I don't know if this will make the difference or not. These are mix shop skewers. They've got this little thing on the end. So I don't know if that will, and it also has this pusher. So I'll be able to push it off when it's finished cooking. So the great thing about this, I've seen some other things, and they are deep fried. There's some spicy ones that you put some stuff on, and there's the curly fries, which look really awesome, but they are deep fried or fried in oil and stuff. And that's not really my go. I mean, I am going to try them because I think they look really good. But how cool is that? You know what? You pay $9 for these at a fair or a market or something like that. And I don't know, how much is a potato? It's not even $1. So that's going to sit on there. And what I'm going to do is make up another one in a minute. You always take this out and you always take that out, okay? All right. Take for 30 to 35 minutes. All right, so I will finish that off in a minute, but I thought whilst we're here, I know it was a bit clunky, but that was really interesting learning, hopefully for you and me. I thought I would show you. This is one of the cutter collections, okay? This is a TM6 one. If you've got a TM5, you just turn to speed 4. It's as easy as that. So I think that looks really nice. It's like a ratatouille. I'm sure the Italians out there will know exactly what that means. Prawn and lemon zoodles. Zoodles carbonara. So it's just giving you some really healthy options. I always like to think, and I know I've said this plenty of times before, you want to add as much nutrition as you can into a recipe or into a dish. So why not use veggies instead of pasta or rice or whatever. I do make cauliflower rice, broccoli rice, and sometimes the family go, or my husband in particular goes, can we just have some real pasta? And sometimes we do, but not very often. It's mainly zoodles. I think this looks really interesting. Spiralized carrot and apple salad with feta, cheese, and nuts. Spicy prawn salad with the ribbons. So there's cucumber ribbons. Last night, I made a salad, which I'll show you in a minute. Balsamic salmon and zucchini noodles, delicious. Spaghetti, this has been around for a while, but obviously you had to do your own spiralizing, not with this. And the zoodles with broccoli pesto, yum. This is what I made last night in our online class. Spiral smoked salmon salad. Honestly, it didn't take long at all. And it was so delicious. I did toast the nori sheets, waving them over a flame, but I wouldn't bother with that at all in future. So those are the spicy chips on a stick. Those ones are fried. And these, my goodness, I'm definitely trying those. That just makes my mouth water just thinking about it. These are the ones we're doing, chips on a stick. This I love. So normally what we do is we will do like a big mushroom as our buns and we usually just do it as an open one, a mushroom on the bottom, and then our burger and stuff, homemade burger, usually turkey, or there's a really nice Moroccan lamb burger. I've made the lemon pepper chicken with zoodles. That was really good. The crispy flatbread Michelle made last night, and that looked awesome. She didn't have halloumi, so she just put mozzarella on the top, had it like a pizza. I made these with friends on the weekend, and they were really yummy. But what I would do with these is I would spiralize, and you could do this with any of them. You could do pre-spiralize if you've got a vacuum seal container. Vacuum seal, that's actually what I did for my prepping for last night. Vacuum seal your veggies in there, and you know, you're ready to go. So you can absolutely pre-do this. The espresso faux and lentil bolognese, that's a favorite in our house too with zoodles. We've often made it with zoodles. I do have another collection which I'll quickly show you. Holiday spiralizer. This is I'm pretty sure this is a US recipe collection. Spiralized candied yams, it's got to be. Winter citrus and beet salad. I'm not sure what spiralizer in there. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Garlicky green beans with crispy potato. Oh my gosh, that looks awesome. Garlicky green beans with crispy potato topping. Let's just have a quick look at that one. So you spiralize your things, you steam your veggies. Okay. Once the beans are ready, you're air frying potatoes, but I'm sure you could put them in says she who doesn't have an air fryer. I'm sure you could put them in the oven. Citrus and beets salad. Let's see. The beetroot will have been spiral. Oh no, it's look, it's actually the ribbons, beetroot ribbons. Yum. Apple pie, spiralized roasted root vegetables. That looks awesome. Spiralized celery root and apple salad. Baked spiralized apples. They look delicious too. Spiralized scalloped potatoes, butternut squash, and smoked gouda. So there's some really awesome recipes out there to try. All right. So if you think you'd like a spiralizer, we are pretty sure it'll come out as a host reward soon, because normally when something new comes to Thermomix, they do put it out as a host reward. So I'm thinking in the next month or two, it'll come out as a host reward. In the meantime, if you don't have a cutter, get in touch. We can do a demo, whether it's virtual or face-to-face, depending on where you live. You want to shout me an airfare, happy. And let's get you set up for the spiralizer, because I think this is just awesome. It's for me, it's life-changing. I've always been a zoodler. All right. I haven't done the fancy ribbons, but I've always done the zoodles. Oh, that's not true. I have done a little bit of ribbons, but zoodles in our house, carrot, zucchini, regular, I would say every fortnight, if not every week. So very excited about this, and I hope you are too.